And so that was, it was Vinnie Gore and it was Dave Down. It was people that are in their career, at least where I am now, 10 years later, who made up the board. And so I felt really young. So yeah, so my initial impressions were, wow, I'm really out of my league. And what am I doing here? And what my role? And we didn't have a lot of structure around what the state rep position did, and so there was a lot of just general, you just kind of make connections with people and you kind of go from there. And I was like, I need more than that. So, also really honored to be a part of it. I think there was an idea of, maybe I'm out of my league, but this is pretty cool.
The folks on the executive board, committee chairs, as well as the state and provincial reps, were really good folks, really committed to doing their job. Certainly trying to build up the ranks and the numbers of people that would get involved in the programs was always a topic of conversation. But I think things went well, and things were well received. It was a group of people that, from my perspective, took their roles very seriously, but not so much, themselves. We always had a good time, and people looked forward to getting together. A lot of stuff, went back and forth through snail mail and a little bit as email was, beginning to come online a little bit. But good folks, just a real good, my recollections are just really good, solid professionals. And I think that's always been a hallmark of NWACUHO, is that I think we take the profession in our roles and wanting to have appropriate impact on young professionals, mid-level professionals, as well as a place for more senior level staff. And then also ultimately, the impact that we were having on student life, student success, all those things always entered into conversations. The other thing I think I felt really good about is we always had good representation in leadership nationally. There were numbers of individuals, even though we were small in terms of the number of schools and the number of member institutions and the number of people in our region. We were always very well represented on a national level, and so it was nice to see that happen. There were a lot of people that found their way into the NWACUHO executive board, myself included, as a part of from our region.
Once again, I was just lucky, right, Mike? Because the guys that I got to have on the board were the Peter Rosenbergs and the Jerry Cruzes and the Vinnie Gores and these people that have gone on to just be such solid pillars within our industry. So, I felt like Cindy Spears, Kelly Boyer, we had a lot of, I think that at one point or another, Jason Hunter and I overlapped on the board. Not sure what, he was newsletter editor or something while I was, somewhere in there. Shane Dateweiler. I just had a good chance to work with these guys on the board and men and women on the board, and they were just good people, and it just really reiterated, I think, the quality of the individuals that chose at one point or another to look at this line of work as a career.
Back then, you're so young and you're so full of yourself that it's like nothing is insurmountable, know? And it's just another challenge. It's just another opportunity. I don't know that there was anything, I don't know if there's any one thing that stands out as being a challenge, per se. I think that it was certainly relatively speaking, early in the association's history. It was a great mix of kind of, young Turks, like me back, and then very highly prized, seasoned professionals that were, just as committed to the field and to the association as the new people coming in, and they inspired us and they supported us. I'm sorry. it was just a great time.